It is Thursday, September 25th at 9 a.m. We go live to talk to Cleveland Browns NFL football.
I saw what you were doing there.
What?
Were you doing the Jose chant as the it is? It is September 25th at 9 a.m. That's what it sounded like. I don't know.
You are as delusional of an Indians fan as could exist.
But am I?
I mean, I wasn't doing the Jose chant, so yes.
All right, damn it. I thought you were.
You literally just like heard what you wanted to hear.
It's been playing in my head all night, dating back to his 2-run double to give us a 5-1 lead.
You can't even hit it out of the park. It's just crazy.
Oh, we don't need that.
What a run the Indians have been on.
Yeah.
Winning the division by one game right now with 4 to play.
Yeah, technically it's like a 2-game lead because they own the tiebreaker
Right.
head-to-head over Detroit. So
Right.
1 game up, but really 2 games up in terms of the division. So it's been fun, man. Fun to watch.
Just don't crumble.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't crumble.
I'll be in a terrible place if they, for some reason,
If they somehow fumble this, especially considering, I mean, they play Detroit, so that could go back to 0 if they lose, obviously, but they hold the tiebreaker, and then all they have to do is win more games against the Rangers, who are a bad baseball team, when the Tigers have the Red Sox, who's a playoff team.
Exactly.
So 3 games, Rangers, Red Sox. They have to win more games against the Rangers than the Tigers win against the Red Sox.
Exactly.
That shouldn't be that hard.
It shouldn't be, but crazier shit's happened. So
Well, I mean, what do you mean? The craziest shit that's happened is where we are today. It's like they can't lose a fucking game.
17-2 in their last 19 games.
It's just absurd.
Fucking crazy.
But this is not a baseball show,
No, it
so
isn't.
we're moving on to NFL football.
Yes.
And we
Yeah,
have NFL football tonight.
Week 4, baby. We're here.
What a great night to watch the Seahawks Cardinals.
Hell yeah. And I'm excited, Zach, because you know what? We hit a Thursday Night Football parlay last week, and I'm thinking we're going to go a little win streak here on our Thursday Night Football Pound Town parlay, make it 2 for 2 in the last 2 weeks.
Bet on Marvin Harrison Jr. over 2 drops. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
let's
just
not do
kidding.
that.
I'm just kidding. But we will talk NFL football. We'll talk betting. We'll talk props. We'll talk it all to all 44 of you.
And soon to be more as they filter in.
As you come in to watch. But how's your week been, Pat?
Oh, jinx. Mine's been good, man. I mean, honestly, it's been a lot of just, chilling out, watching the Guardians for the most part. And besides that, nothing really much going on. I'm just excited. We're almost to the weekend. We got football back tonight. So excited to, just chill out and kind of flip back and forth between the Tribe and some NFL football. But how's your week been?
It's been really good. Had 8th grade night last night at volleyball. Quinn's team won. They're now 30-0 in the last year and this year combined.
Holy shit.
How
many more games do they have left?
They have, so they'll play 36 total, so 6 more.
Okay.
So they have a game tonight, game on Monday, and then a tournament. So that's 2. So yeah, 4. Assuming if they keep, once they make the tournament, if they win the whole thing, they'll have 4 games in the tournament. So, 6 to go.
There it is.
6 to go to get their banner hung in the gym forever, for all of eternity.
Hell yeah. Has there ever been an undefeated team?
There's one banner. Well, I mean, they have a couple banners in there, but there's one volleyball banner. It's from like 2016. That group of girls didn't lose a game in 7th and 8th grade. So it's only happened one time in the history of their middle school.
Oh, shit.
They will be the second, hopefully.
That'd be awesome.
And I mean, they absolutely should. They're so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, they're loaded. Her team is loaded, and she's really good. I mean, I'm a very humble parent, but she's really fucking good.
And again, you already know the quick fix if she's in a slump or whatever, just bring the mustache back.
Oh, yeah, the mustache is coming back. There's no doubt. But let's talk a little NFL football. Let's get it going. Let's wake up, stretch, get the yawns out. Wake up. It's game day. We got Thursday night football. It's almost a freaking weekend. It's time to get going. Like the video. If you like the fact that it's almost a freaking weekend and we got NFL football tonight, hit that like button. Thumbs up. Lukey, let them know what time it is. It is. They need to level up.
I think we have some freaks in Menace Army.
I'm okay with that. Go watch the fucking film. But I appreciate you for riding with us, Menace Army. Menace out.
Menace Army! Let's get to the show!
Let's get to the show.
Let's get to the show. All right, Zach, we're doing another trivia question for you in the chat. We did the top 5 passing yard leaders through week 3 yesterday. Can you name me? You get 5 guesses. How many of the top 5 in NFL receiving yards currently can you give me with 5 guesses?
The top receiving yards?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Through week 3, top 5 in the league.
Damn, I know it's going to be some fuckery.
There's a little bit of fuckery.
Yeah, a little bit. Fuck around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about who's not on it? I'd rather do that.
Jerry Jeudy,
Cedric Tillman, anyone in a Cleveland uniform.
That's fair.
Also, I would bet Jamar Chase is not on it.
You would be wrong.
Really?
Jamar Chase has the 5th most receiving yards in the NFL. Can you believe that?
I'm just jaded by, I guess, the Browns game.
Yeah.
Wow. So
241 yards.
Justin Jefferson is not.
He is not on this list.
CeeDee Lamb?
He's not.
Okay.
Remember, because he got hurt last week. So he probably would have been on it. He would have been pacing to be on it.
Yeah.
Gotten hurt.
Puka?
Puka's number 1 overall.
That's
333 yards.
So Puka's 1.
Mhm.
We got Jamar Chase is 5.
Yep.
Amon-Ra?
No. Good guess. But you should get 2 of the 3 remaining, I think.
I'm gonna go. I really can't think of who else will be on it. I'm trying to think of deep cut. My problem is when you ask me trivia, I'm trying to think of the deep cuts, and the obvious ones just don't.
Only one of them is really a deep cut. I mean, do you want a hint?
Yes.
One of them balled out in week 2. Had some crazy deep touchdown passes or touchdown receptions, and he'll have a new quarterback this week.
I have no idea.
Malik Neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Malik Neighbors is 4. Number 3, who the one I don't think you'll get is Ricky Pearsall. Kind of showing out for San Fran. I mean, Kittle's been out. Obviously, no Ayuk, no Debo. It's really just been the Pearsall and Christian McCaffrey show down there in San Francisco. But he has 281 receiving yards, 3rd most in the NFL. And then number 2, our guy who plays tonight, who he was my prediction before the year to lead the league in receiving yards. There's no DK anymore in Seattle. JSN.
JSN is hooping for sure.
323 receiving yards, 10 behind Puka Nacua for the top spot overall in the NFL. But shout out Puka. I saw some today. Is it time to kind of mention Puka when we're talking about the top 5 receivers in the league? He's been consistent now.
I was gonna say it seemed like kind of a flash in the pan, like, oh, that's cute, but it's been consistent. And at this point, you're like, well, maybe he's just that fucking good. I mean, at this point, you have to say that, right? It's not like it's been 5 games his rookie year.
No, I mean, he's balled out ever since joining the league now. I would say he's clear cut in the top 5. I think you go Jamar Chase in no particular order. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, and then that 5th spot is kind of up for grabs. Tyreek Hill's kind of fallen off. Devontae Adams has fallen off. Cooper Kupp has fallen off. I think you can make an argument that Malik Neighbors could be in that top 5. I know it's still young for him, but aside from that, Nico Collins has gotten off to a slowish start this year. But I think Puka is for sure in that top 5 in the league.
Yeah, I think so too. I absolutely think so too.
And I think honestly, by year's end, we'll talk about JSN being in the top 5 overall, because I really do believe he's going to lead the league in receiving yards, and he's off to a great start.
I mean, he should. He's DK left, and he's kind of the show in Seattle. Like he is he's their wide receiver 1. He's their best playmaker, probably their best player.
Yeah. All right, and I guess now's the time to break it down, Zach. We got Thursday Night Football tonight, and JSN plays Seahawks, Cardinals. It's time to build a little Thursday Night Football parlay for Pound Town to cash out on this Thursday. Tell me, Zach. I guess we'll do this. You give me one leg, I'll give you another leg, and then maybe we'll combine or maybe pick a. I don't know. If you want to give me 2 legs, I'll give you one. I got one that I want for sure.
Well, I want JSN's over receiving yards.
All right. Well, that was what I was going to take.
And JSN anytime touchdown.
Oh, you want both?
I want both, and I think I'm going to just stick to that 2-legger.
And stick to that 2-legger.
I mean, the Cardinals have the 30th best pass defense in the NFL. JSN, we just mentioned it, is kind of the show in Seattle. He's their top target, top everything. So I think JSN to score a touchdown and over receiving yards. He only has 1 touchdown on the year. It's it's about time for him to score 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I might even do 2+.
Anytime touchdown is plus 160 on its own. You combine that with over 84.5 receiving yards, and you're sitting at a plus 250 parlay right there. Not bad. I did have this nugget for you on his over receiving yards. You mentioned how the Cardinals are 30th in the NFL in pass defense. That obviously is something I saw too. Only 2 teams have given up more passing yards per game than the Cardinals. And if you look at JSN, he has nearly 50% of Seattle's entire passing yards, as a whole, or I guess receiving yards. He has 323 of the team's 678 receiving yards through 3 games. The next closest one is Cooper Kupp, wide receiver 2 over there. He has 136, so almost 200 yards more than Seattle's second best receiver.
So if you play the law of analytics, right, the Cardinals average giving up 264 receiving yards to an opponent. So if JSN gets around 50% of the receiving yards in this game, he'll have 130 receiving yards. Cash the over.
You might want to outline that to 100+.
No, I'm not that bold, but
you did it last week with James Cook, right?
I did.
Sometimes you got to be bold to win the money, baby.
Sometimes you do.
I guess if we're looking for another prop in this game, there was a couple I liked. Trey McBride has been doing his thing over there in Arizona, and I'm kind of torn between him. There's also, I think I'm going to lock in Trey Benson anytime touchdown. James Conner's out, so he's going to get like the main workload over there in Arizona. I think he got 78% of the carries after James Conner got hurt last week. Yeah. His anytime touchdown is plus odds, and I think Arizona's offense will be able to move up and down the field on Seattle's defense, which isn't the Seattle defense of old, not the LOB as they once had. So no. I think we saw James Conner get in the end zone and get a lot of work in the red zone for Arizona's offense. I think we'll see the same with Trey Benson. So a little 3-legger, 2 touchdowns, JSN and Trey Benson, and Jason over receiving yards. That's plus 590.
I love plus 590.
I think that's the way to go. I think we're going to go back to back on Thursday.
I need it because I think I won like $1,800 last Thursday and then put it all on Illinois money line. And that was, oh yeah, that happened. So it was a great start to the weekend and a brutal end. And then I ended up putting in an NFL parlay that didn't hit. So it was not a good weekend last weekend. Hey. Got to have a good weekend this weekend. And
it all starts on Thursday, man.
Hey, it's the best thing about football season is about Tuesday. You're like, all right, that's over. Fresh start. Anyone?
Clean slate.
Let's go.
Who do you like to win this game overall? I know we're not talking betting wise, but it's basically a pick 'em. I mean, Seattle is on the road, but they are a 1.5-point favorite. Who do you like in this Thursday night matchup?
I just struggled getting behind Kyler Murray, but I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals win at home.
Okay.
I think Marv has somewhat of a bounce back. I mean, he's been painful to watch, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I know that Buckeye fans just have this like delusional, like psychotic obsession with Marvin Harrison Jr., but everything I saw in college is playing out in the NFL, just really like I thought it would and hoped it wouldn't. I mean, he's never got separation in college. He was lazy with ball skills, freakish catch radius and body control. Like, dude, he's a freak for sure. But it's all playing out. I saw my son sent me a picture of the bad drop he had that was just right in his basket,
wide open. No one
around him, right in his hands. And the image when it hit his hands, his eyes are looking up, and the meme said, "Bro is just looking at the clouds." Like the ball's in his hands, he's like this.
Jesus,
and the ball is in his hands.
Yeah.
So I believe in Marv's talent. I think he'll tighten some shit up. And I don't know if he'll be the difference in the game, but I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Yeah, no, I hope he has a bounce back game just for his sake and for Buckeye fans' sake, because I feel like he's the brunt of a lot of jokes right now on social media. And not only that, but he had the bad drop in the end zone as well on what was like a diving play, but again, a catch that we saw Marv make all the time in college. And
all the time.
Crazy to see his fall off. And again, it's only been a year and change in the NFL, but he's not looked the part so far. So hopefully he has a bounce back week. I honestly might throw together a little OSU Zone 6 parlay and do a little JSN and Marvin touchdown parlay.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
In yards. Yeah. So there it is. There's the Thursday night locks here on Pound Town. And Zach, I think it's a good time now to get to a commercial break.
Well, let's do that then. We'll be right back after this. Time for a little weight loss update. If you haven't been following along, if you just found the show, I started the year at 229 pounds and got down to 191 with Awaken 180 weight loss. It's phenomenal. So obviously I got in much better shape, changed my life, and then it was time to pass it or pay it forward. And so I got my brother signed up for it, Carter, and he started on August 22nd, 1 month ago today. And he just had his 4-week weigh-in on the 18th. And he's down 21.2 pounds. 1 month, over 21 pounds down. It's so easy. They send you 4 out of 5 meals. They give you a list of the foods you can eat for dinner. You have a coach, a personal coach you check in with once a week. They send you a scale. You weigh in. It gets your body fat percentage. It gets your weight. It tests everything, visceral fat, and it sends it all to your coach. And then in your consultation meetings every week, you go over your numbers, what worked, what didn't work, what needs to pivot. It's your personal coach to get you to your weight loss goal. Carter's goal is to be 185. He's down to 203. He hasn't been under 210 pounds in a decade. His goal is to hit 185, and he'll knock that out in less than 2 months. If you want to get energy, change your life, lose that weight, look better when it comes time for the holiday season, there's no better tool to get you there than Awaken 180 weight loss. All you have to do is sign up for a consultation. I'm not asking you to pay for the whole program. Just go sign up for a consultation and meet with them and see if it sounds good to you. I promise you, you're going to sign up. You're going to lose the weight. You're going to love it. And you're probably going to send me an email thanking me because it changed your life. It changed mine. It's changing my brother's. Let it change yours. Go over to awaken180weightloss.com and sign up for a consultation. Hopefully you get my coach, Jenna. She's the GOAT. She's phenomenal. I just checked in with her on Friday. I'm in maintenance, and I've never felt better. I've never looked better. It's just, you got to do it. Go check it out. Sign up for a consultation, and it'll change your life. Awaken180weightloss.com. All right, guys. I know you've heard of Viagra or Cialis. Maybe you've even tried them. If you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, meet Rugi It Ready. Other companies rely on similar ingredients to support blood flow, but Rugi It Ready is a next-gen prescription treatment designed to help amplify arousal in the brain and increase blood flow. If the usual pills aren't doing the trick or you want something better, Rugi It Ready is your answer. 3-in-1 formula dissolves under your tongue to absorb fast, so you'll be ready in just 15 minutes on average, not hours, and effects can last up to 36 hours. That means you can stay confident, present, and in control when the moment's right. 150,000 dudes have made the switch, and you can read their customer reviews right on the website. Getting started is simple. Rugi It connects you with a board-certified doctor, 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships quickly to your door. Connect with your provider at rugiit.com/menace to see if a Rugi It Ready prescription is right for you. You can use code MENACE to get 15% off today. That's rugiet.com/menace. Use promo code MENACE to get 15% off. Individual results may vary with prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. Please visit the Rugi It website for full safety information. There you have it. Get your dick hard. It's always fun.
Always a good time.
Always.
All right, Zach, I got a little note for you through the first 3 weeks of the season. Passing yards and specifically, deep passing yards are down this year in the NFL. QBs are averaging 7.51 air yards per attempt this season, which is on pace to be the lowest league-wide average since at least 2005. The league-wide averaged up the target, peaked in 2011 at 8.7 yards, and has declined year over year in nearly every season since. Is this a trend that we will see continue, or at a certain point, do you think the league is going to transition back to, I guess, ground and pound and kind of force teams to play, a little more down in the box?
Football is cyclical.
Yeah.
There's trends. It's a roller coaster, goes up and down. It's the way it works, right? Teams back in the early 2010s were launching that bitch, and you saw big plays through the air, like deep passing shots, and defenses had to adjust. So now they're playing more too high zone coverages. They're doing things that take away the downfield passing game, forcing you to rely on quick game and the run game to move the football. And I mean, I've talked about it all since we started the show. The NFL is about getting the ball out as fast as you can, and it's a lot of quick game, a lot of quick throws, a lot of little shit. That's gonna at some point, as teams have success that way, defenses will come back and start to try to take that away, start to sit on routes, load the box, stop the run, and when they do, it's gonna trend back the other way. It's just the way it works. It's like I don't know. It's like supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
Like as one goes up, then the other, then they start to go this way, and it just goes back and forth. So yeah, I don't know if this is the basement. I don't know if we've hit the floor, but lowest since 2011 is kind of crazy. 14 years it's taken. So I would imagine this year, next year, at some point, you're going to see it start to go back up.
Yeah, and that was kind of my thought with it. It's like, all right, we've talked about it being cyclical, but 14 years of it, can decreasing pretty significantly is a long time. So I feel like we're probably reaching that point, I would presume, where, all right, defenses are going to have to adjust again and start loading the box and taking away those quick throws and take away the run game. As long as teams, are continue to do that and continue to establish the run and, incorporate those screens and quick passes. But I just thought that was an interesting note, down, almost 1.5 yards from 14 years ago, the average depth of target.
But make no mistake, Lamar Jackson don't care about no trends. But I mean, and you look at like who has the deep, I mean, Lamar has the deepest average depth of target in the NFL at 10.4 yards per attempt. Like why? Because they have Derrick Henry and Lamar.
Yeah.
So you have to account for the run game. You have to try to stop the run. They will absolutely lethally inject you if you don't take away or try to take away Derrick Henry and Lamar running the football. And because of that, and teams somewhat delusional thought that he can't throw the ball, that's why this trend doesn't affect Lamar.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like you look at the top 5. J.J. McCarthy actually has the second average depth of target in the league. I feel like that's a little bit to do with the fact that, all right, he's a rookie, so they're anticipating, or I guess not a rookie, but first-year starter, they're anticipating him, to just throw the quick balls,
forcing him to throw it downfield to beat you. Like
exactly.
J.J. McCarthy rolled out as a de facto rookie quarterback. And they're like, oh, no, fuck you. We're not giving you easy throws. You're going to have to throw it downfield to beat us. And he was pretty bad because of it.
Russell Wilson being third on this list is pretty wild.
Yeah.
But again, we know he likes to chuck that ball deep, so not surprising there. But then, you look at the other, I don't know, it's kind of, I'm trying to find a trend, but it's like Geno Smith and Sam Darnold round out the top 5. And it's not like, I mean, Seattle has a decent rushing attack with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, but Vegas, we've talked all along about Ashton Genty's struggles. It's not like they have a profound rushing attack or, elite receiver play. So Geno is just kind of launching that up to whoever. I mean, honestly, the emergence of Trey Tucker over there in Vegas has been something.
Yeah.
He's been balling out, including last week. He dropped a 40 burger on my fantasy team. I was going against him, so that was brutal.
That's not fun.
No, not fun at all. But yeah, there you have it. A little fun nugget across the league. But Zach, I do want to start talking about the Week 4 slate. We've got our first overseas game between the Steelers and the Vikings. I guess a little quick preview. Who do you like in that matchup? Are you trusting the Steelers to get it done and Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I just don't know. The Vikings quarterback play's been ass. I think the Steelers get it done. I think Aaron Rodgers is he's playing his role, right? Just efficient, model of efficiency. He actually has the lowest average depth of target in the entire NFL. So as bad as it is with Joe Flacco not pushing the ball down the field, Pittsburgh's worse. Yeah. But he's the opposite of Joe Flacco. He's actually an accurate quarterback. It's a wild concept. But I like the Steelers in the game. I'm not sure what to make of Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean they had the crazy comeback in Week 1, beating the Bears, and then since then, haven't looked great, at least in Week 2. Last week they played a Bengals team that was completely depleted, so yeah, I'm not really sure what to think of them either. So it'll be a good test going against the Steelers team.
They look like shit with JJ 2 weeks ago. They look like shit without JJ last week, although they're playing the Bengals, so they tripped and fell into a win.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they look like shit, but they put belt to ass on the Bengals. Now, again, a lot of it was fucking Jake Browning just turning the ball over.
I'm saying a lot of that had, I would say 85% of that was the Bengals were horrifically awful.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to make of Minnesota. I mean, I guess you could say they found a way to win. That's who they are, a team that finds a way to win, which it means something. But I don't trust Minnesota. I don't trust Minnesota with JJ McCarthy, let alone without.
Yeah. And I believe McCarthy is out again this week. So we'll see another Carson Wentz show over there in Minnesota. So, yeah, I think the Steelers will probably get it done. Aside from, obviously we'll talk more about the Browns and Lions games tomorrow. But what kind of games around the league are intriguing you this weekend?
I mean, obviously Baltimore, Kansas City. I think it's going to be badass going. Yeah. I mean, the Baltimore Kansas City game is must-watch TV for me because Kansas City, if they lose this one, holy shit! Like, are they even going to make a run at a playoff berth? Like,
probably not. I mean, I shouldn't say probably not, but it's just like it'll be a bad deal for them to kind of climb out of a 1-3 hole, considering their offensive issues, which will get resolved here in recent weeks. And I think Xavier Worthy might play this week, so that might help them.
I mean, Kansas City is in dire need of a big win, and they play the Ravens, who are one of the better teams in the NFL. But I think kind of after the 1 o'clock slate is always fun because so many games are going on. But just the back-to-back games, the 4:25 and the 8:20 game, you get Baltimore, Kansas City at 4:25, and then Micah's return to Dallas in Green Bay Cowboys, which I think will be a great game also.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm excited for that. Honestly, the game I'm most looking forward to is we'll get to see if Tampa Bay and Baker are for real at 3-0 going against the 3-0 Eagles. That's two undefeated teams. Come on.
It is two undefeated teams. It is. No, yeah. That's the must-watch game at 1 o'clock for sure. Yeah. Eagles Buccaneers is going to be a great game. And I think a low-key telling game is going to be Indianapolis, LA.
Yes.
I mean, the Rams play the Colts. The Colts were supposed to be fucking terrible, and somehow they're not. Daniel Jones somehow is a good quarterback. We don't know how. We don't know what happened. I feel like he went to a witch doctor and fucking sold his soul to the devil. We don't know what happened with Daniel Jones, but somehow he's been a good quarterback.
Somehow, some way.
So we're going to get to see if that's still true.
Yeah, this will be, I guess, the second test for the Colts early on. I'll give them props for that win against Denver, although that was kind of a phantom win with that weird penalty at the end there that gifted them an extra 15 yards. But regardless, that'll be a big test for them for sure on the road in LA against a really good Rams team. So a good test to see where they're at.
And I mean, this shouldn't be a must-watch game, but Titans Texans is somehow a game where I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah. I mean, it's become a game where I'm like, shit, Houston really, if Houston's going to come back from this dreadful start and make a playoff run, it starts this week, right?
It has to. It has to.
It has to. There's no way around it. I've got some crazy stats here for you regarding the Houston offense that has just been abysmal through 3 weeks. They've scored 38 total points this year. The Colts kicker, Spencer Schrader, has 43 points just him kicking alone this year for Indianapolis, more than the entire Texans offense. Just absolutely absurd.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, in a world where I thought the Texans were primed for a level up and a potential, not only a playoff berth, but maybe even like fuck around and contend for the AFC title.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here at 0-3 like, hello. Is anyone there?
Anyone alive?
CJ Stroud. Why are you playing like Daniel? It's like Daniel Jones and CJ Stroud switched bodies.
Literally.
I don't know how it happened.
Not sure either. Who's had a more, I guess, here we go. Who's had a more disappointing start to their NFL career, all things considered? CJ Stroud or Marvin Harrison?
I think Marvin has been more disappointing because he CJ, at least his rookie year, you saw like he had a great year. Marv hasn't had a good year yet.
Yeah. And it is funny. I guess it's maybe a little unfair to say CJ Stroud's been disappointing because he's made the playoffs each of his first 2 years as starting quarterback in the league. But statistically, we broke it down yesterday. The last 18 games, he's got 19 touchdowns and 15 picks. Like they're not winning because of him.
No.
And he's got
his rookie year, they did win because of him.
Oh yeah,
he was the reason.
Mm-hmm. So
I think the crazy question at some point to revisit, which didn't seem like even a question after their rookie years, is who's better, Bryce Young or CJ Stroud?
I mean, I'm still giving the nod to CJ Stroud
because of team success. That's really the only reason.
It really is just because of team success. I mean, we talked about how Bryce Young kind of closed out last year as one of the hottest quarterbacks in the league. And, through 3 weeks this year, the Panthers have been kind of underwhelming, I guess. Not great. They're 1-2. But this will be, they've got a good, an interesting matchup this weekend against the Patriots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two teams with young quarterbacks looking to make a statement, get a big time win. So that'll be, kind of very interested in that matchup as well.
Yeah, it'll be a good game also.
Yeah.
A good game with two mid teams.
Yeah, but back to the Texans, I guess one more note on them. So they're 38 points this year, the most for their total points for the season. That's already been surpassed by teams in 9 games this year. A team has scored more than 38 points in just a single game. That's what the Texans have in their 3 games combined. It's just been absolutely abysmal for them.
Yeah, it's been a rough start for CJ Stroud and the Texans, without a doubt.
Yeah. But Zach, I am ready for another commercial break here. Oh, and I do want to ask the chat a question because we're going to get to it later on in the show. But I guess the main talking point I want to have today is, how the Browns can fix their offense, right? Forget the Texans' offensive issues. The Browns have their own offensive issues as well. And a lot of it comes down to, not being able to throw the ball effectively.
Yes.
Is that a problem that can be fixed with a quarterback change? Is that a problem that can be fixed with, the emergence of Quinshon Judkins and relying on the rushing attack, similar to what we had with Nick Chubb all those years ago? Or does Kevin Stefanski need to give up play calling, Zach?
I think that's a great question. Should Kevin Stefanski give up play calling, or should they switch quarterbacks? Which one?
I think that's, yeah.
QB or plays? Just comment in the chat. What do you think? What should change, the QB or the plays?
Yeah. And also make sure to like the video while you're here. We've got a bunch of people here watching on Twitter. If you're watching on Twitter, go ahead and hit a retweet. And yeah, make sure to like the video. Zach, we're actually having a little bit of technical difficulties right here. So I'm not sure.
What's going on?
I don't know. The computer's frozen, but we seem to be moving.
Wow.
So
We seem fine.
But let's get a commercial break anyway and see what's going on.
All righty. We'll be right back after this. All right, Menace Army, football season is finally back. And I don't know if you bet this past weekend, but it's time to start building that bankroll. And our partner, MyBookie, is here to give you free money to start building it. There's no better way to build it than free money. Right now is the perfect time to get ahead of the curve. College football kicks off officially this weekend, and MyBookie's got national championship odds, Heisman odds, futures, all the lines you want. Your week 1 parlay awaits you. And if you're brand new, you get a little extra juice. Sign up with promo code MENACE and drop in $100, and MyBookie's going to give you $50 free. That's free money. Bankroll immediately is a winner. Week 1, you've already won. The action's heating up. The odds are moving, and this season's shaping up. It'll be a good one already. Don't miss it. Bet big anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Poncho Outdoors. That's a name you need to know. If you're going to be outdoors doing activities, whether it's on a boat, fishing, whatever it is, you got to go over to Poncho Outdoors. Imagine a shirt that feels like your favorite t-shirt is built for the outdoors and still looks sharp enough to go to dinner. That's the magic of Poncho. I don't know what kind of fabric Poncho uses, but it feels so good. These shirts are seriously comfortable, soft right out of the box with just the right amount of built-in stretch. It looks good anywhere. You could go to a nice dinner, be out on a boat, at the pool with some UV protection. It's outstanding. It's free shipping, free returns, free exchanges to make sure you get the fit right. Poncho stands by every shirt, and they'll make it right if it's not your favorite. Bunch of great styles, the original, Western, denim, and ultralight. You can't get them. You can get them in shorter, long sleeves, regular slim fit, and in a ton of colors and patterns. If you've been looking for the perfect shirt, something breathable, fits, great, feels even better, and stands out in a good way, give Poncho a try. Go to ponchooutdoors.com/menace, and they'll give you $10 off your first order. That's PONCHO outdoors.com/menace for $10 off and free shipping. Go try one out.
There we go. Now we're back.
Now we're back, I think.
There it is. All right, Zach. I want to have a quick discussion about the current state of the AFC North before we dive into the Browns. We have the odds per ESPN Analytics to win the AFC North. The Ravens, despite their 1-2 record, have an overwhelming 71.9% chance to win the division. Next up is the Steelers at 2-1, a 20.3% chance. And then all the way at the bottom, the Bengals and the Browns. The Bengals, despite being 2-1, have just a 4.9% chance to win the AFC North, and the Browns have a 2.9% chance. Is there any way?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Well, yeah, there's a chance. But more so, is there any way? Do you think there's any value in taking someone other than the Ravens to win this division right now? Or is this thing wrapped up?
No, I mean, it's certainly not wrapped up. They have to go out and win the games. But, I mean, I think the Steelers are better with Aaron Rodgers. But I still am not. I don't have a lot of conviction. I can't put my finger on why. Maybe it's just I'm a hater. But I just think we're acting like Aaron Rodgers is still Green Bay version. And I don't have conviction in Steelers. I mean, and I think the Ravens are a really good football team. They've lost 2 tough games, and I think they'll bounce back. I think they'll continue to get better as the season wears on. I think the Ravens will win the division. I think ESPN analytics got this one right.
Yeah, I mean the Ravens, according to Vegas right now, are minus 290. So not as outrageous as the Bills, who are currently minus 2,000 to win the AFC East. But yeah, so shout out the Ravens, minus 290. I agree. I think if you want to make a case for the Steelers, it has to be, all right, they've been kind of luck merchants so far, and we talked about that earlier this week. They've been plus 32 in turnover or in points on turnover margin, which is by far the best in the NFL. And they've been outgained in every single game so far and over 400 yards on the season. So that's just something that I feel like will come back to the mean, right? It's one of those stats where the Steelers will kind of find themselves, I think, losing some games that they maybe should win because of that.
I think the real question is going to be, what is their record going into the bye week? They have a bye week, week 7. So they'll have 6 games in the bank. Mm-hmm. They're 1-2 right now. They got to go to Arrowhead on Sunday, which we already talked about, the banger 425 game. Then they get Houston and LA at home. Are they? I would imagine they lose one of those 3. That's probably a fair bet.
Yeah.
Are they going to be 3-3 going into the bye week?
They might be. You're talking about the Ravens now, right? Not
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think 3-3 is probably the most likely scenario. I think that as it stands now, they're going to beat Houston. And I think they beat the Chiefs. The Rams is the one I'm not so sure about. The Rams have looked good so far, and I think they could pose a bit of a threat, or pose a bit of a threat rather to Baltimore. So,
I mean, this is a kind of a pivotal moment for Kansas City and Baltimore. Both teams 1-2.
Yeah.
This game's in Arrowhead. I'm not ready to say the Ravens are winning the game for sure. I believe both teams have a pendulum swing up coming. It's a matter of when.
Who gets that? Who gets that this week?
Yeah, like who gets it first?
Yeah.
And I think this game will be the start for one of them. Either Baltimore wins in Arrowhead. It's a momentum shifting game, and they might go 3-0 in these next 3 games and go into the bye week 4-2, and then you're sitting pretty in Baltimore. But also at the same time, Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs are at home. They're waiting for their kind of swing back. That's a pick 'em to me. I don't know who I would bet Baltimore if I had to bet, but I don't have a lot of conviction in that.
I think I'm going Baltimore, but I'm a little nervous just because they're 2 big matchups so far against the Bills and the Lions. Their defense is completely folded.
Completely.
And if the Chiefs are starting to figure it out on offense with the emergence of Tyquan Thornton on Sunday night this past week, plus the chance that they get Xavier Worthy back, I think that could, kind of get this Chiefs offense rolling again. And if that's the case, Baltimore's defense has not looked the part so far. Now, I think the Chiefs have a better defense than both the Lions and the Bills. So I don't know if Baltimore is going to be able to score the way they have been, so far this year. They lead the league in points per game. So this could be a challenge for them.
Yeah, I mean, Derrick Henry's got to get going, right?
Yeah.
I mean, week 1, he popped off for 170 yards against the Bills, and he hasn't been over 50 yards since.
No.
I mean, they got to get the big fella running.
Get him going. But yeah, I guess if I'm going to pick right now, I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs on the upset. I'm curious if that even is an upset. Who's favored in that game?
Yeah, I mean, Chiefs at home in Arrowhead, you'd think
they'd be favored, but the way they've looked, the Ravens are 2.5 point favorites. So yeah, give me the Chiefs with the.
I like the home dog.
There. Yeah,
give me a home dog.
I like that too. All right, Zach, let's get into the Browns. I want to give flowers to Andre Schmidt because we all clowned him after week 1, and he came back and delivered in the biggest way this past week. 2 field goals, including the game-winning 56 or 55-yard or whatever it was. And he was awarded with AFC Special Teams Player of the Week.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a pity award. I mean, don't get me wrong. He made the one kick that was phenomenal. The other kick he should have made.
Yeah.
And just it's a storyline, right? You lose to the Bengals because you missed an extra point and an easy game winner. And then he comes back and you're playing the Packers, who are a really good team, and he hits a walk-off 56-yarder. That's just the roller coaster from rock bottom to the top of the mountain. You're going to get some awards. You're going to get the recognition. But watching the team react, seeing the team in the locker room, like hearing them in interviews, you could tell like they believe in this kid.
Yes.
Or I say kid. He's
27 years old.
Yeah, he feels like a kid because it's his first year in the NFL, but he's not a kid. They believe in the guy. And I think that's really cool because they are with him every day in practice. They obviously, know how bad he felt about the week 1 struggles that led to a loss to the Bengals. And it was cool to see the team just get so hyped that he made the kick. Not just, and you watch him, it was not just excitement that they won. It was excitement that they won, and he had that ascension from the depths of hell.
Literally. I mean, literally the reason they lost that week 1 game, for him to bounce back the way he did, you could tell exactly the way Stefanski spoke of him in the locker room, giving him one of the game balls. It was cool to see. And honestly, I'm excited to see what he can do the rest of the year, right? I hope you just see consistency out of him at this point. Like, all right, you got those first game jitters out of the way. Now you've had the big time moment early on in your career. What are you, now that you've gotten both those, the lows of the lows and the highs out of the way? Can you be consistent? That's what I want to see from you.
That's the biggest thing. I mean, I promise you this. I better never see a performance like I saw in week 1.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's going to miss a kick. We know that. He's not going to make all of his kicks the rest of the year, which is perfectly okay. Everyone misses kicks. But it can't be critical kicks, and it can't be easy kicks.
Yeah,
and it damn sure can't be extra fucking points.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can make extra points. If I can do it, a pro kicker should never miss.
That's fair. I'm not so confident that I could, but I don't know. I was also never much of a soccer player growing up. So. All right, Zach, I do have some practice updates from yesterday's first practice of the week. Kevin Stefanski said that it's fair to assume that the team's offensive tackle situation is fluid heading into this week. We talked about it yesterday. DeJuan Jones is out for the year. The team went and got, ex-Buckeye Thayer Munford off of New England's practice squad. And then and we'll see a combination of him. KT Leverson played a decent amount the last week. And hopefully Jack Conklin is healthy. But it's going to be something that the Browns are going to have to work through this week.
Yeah, it's not just this week. They're going to have to work through this the rest of the year. And their tackle situation is a fucking train wreck. It's a train wreck. It really is. It's been a train wreck. When healthy, it was a train wreck.
So you've talked about it.
I mean, DeJuan Jones has been the worst player on offense the entire season. I mean, from the 5 penalties he has this year to the missed blocks to the laziness, like to the triple McFlurry orders.
Yeah.
Like DeJuan Jones, don't wish injury on anyone, and I hope he gets healthy and has a great recovery. But he was awful, and the worst part is, he was that bad and was our starter. Like, what's that say about the next guy?
Yeah, not ideal for the Browns there. Other practice notes: there were 3, did not participate yesterday. Mike Hall, who hasn't practiced since September 17th, is still out. Stefanski is saying he hasn't sustained a setback, but he hasn't practiced in a week, so I'm not really sure what to make of that. Shelby Harris, who had the game-winning block. He's out with a hamstring injury. And then Denzel Ward, listed with a shoulder and toe, did not practice today. Stefanski said that the team is taking it day by day with Ward, and hopefully we have him, practicing at least in limited capacity today and tomorrow, because good Lord, we need him against that Detroit passing attack.
I mean, if we're going to win,
if
we're going to win, he's got to play. I mean, we watched what happened when he didn't play against Baltimore. Pure Pornhub sexualization of a defense that is the best defense in the NFL. Like, Denzel Ward is the most, I don't know if he's the most critical piece when you have Myles Garrett, but I think he kind of is.
You can make an argument that he is.
I mean, just considering the rest of the room that is in Cleveland, I mean, I Denzel Ward's got to play for them to have a chance to win, especially against a good team like Detroit.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw what happened in Baltimore. I know the score doesn't really dictate, how close the game was early on, but as soon as, Lamar Jackson got cooking, Denzel Ward was out with, cramping and everything.
Period cramps.
Yeah.
He was on his period and got cramps.
Fucking, we saw Cameron Mitchell get fucking cooked left and right, and it just became unfair. Old ass DeAndre Hopkins was scoring. Johnson, whoever the fuck it was scoring for Baltimore. So yeah, it was a bad deal. So we definitely need him. But I guess if Denzel Ward is healthy, who do you match him up against? Do you put him on J-Mo or do you put him on Amon-Ra?
I mean, probably Amon-Ra because of quantity, just the number of targets. I mean, he's their feature receiver. J-Mo's their like knife through butter, like fireworks on 4th of July receiver, but Amon-Ra is the guy they feed. I mean, they feed him. So I think I would put him on Amon-Ra, but boy, do I not feel good about Jameson Williams on anyone else.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of my thinking, is that, well, shit, J-Mo can really break this game open. And we saw what the deep ball did, to the Browns in week 2 against Baltimore when Denzel Ward was out. So we'll see what the game plan is. But first and foremost, got to get him healthy. And Zach, I want to get one more commercial break and close it out with how we think the Browns are going to fix the offense moving forward. You
look at the Detroit Lions offense and kind of their breakdown of Jared Goff and his throw game. Jared Goff is playing extremely well right now. Amon-Ra has 24 targets in the throw game. J-Mo has 12.
Damn.
I mean, Sam Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs have more targets in the throw game than Jameson Williams. He's 4th on the team.
Kind of wild.
Very, very wild. Now, he averages twice as many yards per attempt as Amon-Ra, but half the targets.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like they could definitely feature him a little more because he's the most productive player they have. But that's just their style of offense. Amon-Ra, Sam Laporta, and Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield are more of a priority consistently in Detroit than getting J-Mo the ball. I mean, you figure 3 games, 12 targets, that's 4 a game. He's at 8 catches, so a little over 2 catches a game. Don't waste Denzel Ward on him. Now, he might cook us twice, but you got to shut down Amon-Ra if you want to shut down the throw game.
That's
and
fair.
The other side of this is J-Mo, I mean, he gets that many yards per reception because they launch it down the field to him. I mean, he has his average depth of target is 18 yards. Amon-Ra's 9. What's easier to do if you're Detroit with this pass rush with Myles Garrett?
9-yard completion.
A 9-yard throw, not a deep ball. And so, fuck it. Put Greg Newsome on J-Mo. Might get cooked. Good luck getting the pass off.
Yeah, trust the D-line to get home.
Absolutely. He doesn't have to cover Jameson Williams. Myles Garrett just has to get home.
Yeah.
Mason Graham just has to get home. And then you don't have to cover J-Mo.
That's fair.
So I think that's the move. That's the plan. That's what I would do. And you know what? They might get lucky and have great pass pro once or twice and hit a deep ball. Oh, well. Don't let Amon-Ra kill you consistently. That would be my plan. But all right, let's get a commercial. We'll come back and finish this out with your super chats and a little more Browns conversation. We'll be right back after this. Did you know that more people now consume cannabis than alcohol? Maybe it's because there's no hangover. You don't have to deal with the impact alcohol is on your body. But whatever the reason, Cornbread Hemp just launched these incredible THC seltzers that I highly encourage you check out. It's a seltzer that tastes and feels amazing. It's perfect for summer and fall and football season. It's a low-calorie drink, only 30 calories and 5 grams of sugar, made with pure THC and all natural ingredients. No synthetics. It's the real deal. Each can has 5 milligrams of THC, which is the perfect amount so you don't become a zombie. It just takes the edge off, and you can drink at your own pace to get the feeling you desire. Blueberry Breeze is my favorite flavor. They also have peach iced tea, raspberry limeade is gas, and salted watermelon is phenomenal. I highly encourage you check it out right now. Menace to Sports listeners can save 30% off their first order and enjoy free shipping on orders over $75. Head to cornbreadhemp.com/menace and use code menace at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/menace. Code menace, cornbread hemp. This is a good life. All right, Menace Army, if you're going to do a little gambling, if you're going to put together a parlay, we've got a tool that you absolutely have to download and use. I used it all weekend. Cam and I were looking at it. It's called HOF. Go to the App Store, Download the app right now. It is an incredible analytic tool when it comes to lines and gamblings and stats. The best part about it is they have a parlay optimizer. So you can put together your parlay on the HOF app, and then it'll tell you the percentage chance each leg will hit. It'll find the weak leg, and you can get rid of it, adjust, pivot, find a leg that's more likely to hit, and it gives you instant insights, crunches millions of data points in seconds. Whether you're building a same-game parlay or picking a money line, let the stats help guide your decision. It's super easy to use. You don't have to have math or statistics skills to use it. HOF is designed to be easy for the everyday sports fan. You can also send plays from HOF directly to your sportsbook app to save time. So it's instant. Trusted by winning bettors. HOF has over 1 million total users and is rated a 4.9 out of 5 stars in the App Store with over 7,000 reviews. It's legit. If you're going to be betting, you got to use it. For a limited time only, our listeners not only get a 7-day free trial, they also get 50% off their first month when they use code MENACE at checkout. Just download the HOF app on iOS or Android, enter code MENACE, and you're all set. So you get a 7-day trial. Download it and check it out. I promise you're going to want to use it the rest of the football season and when it comes to other sports. It's a must-have. Download the HOF app today. It's really fun. It really is. It gives you great analytics. I highly recommend it.
JSN touchdown, JSN over yards, Trey Benson touchdown, a 3-legger for tonight. Lock it in.
I'm not doing a 3-legger. I don't believe in 3-leggers. I believe in 2-leggers, and I'm sticking with it. Now, I did the same last Thursday. I didn't take your advice, and it would have hit, and I would have made more money. So maybe I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, let's hope we all win tonight.
Are you ready? I have a fun fact for you.
Oh, yeah, I love fun facts.
Adjusted EPA per play.
Okay.
Coming from the quarterback position in the NFL. You want the bottom 5 or top 5?
Let's do top 5.
Number 1, Sam Darnold in Seattle.
Okay.
Number 2, Dak Prescott. Number 3, Daniel Jones in Indy. 4 is Josh Allen, and 5 is Matt Stafford.
Yeah, not surprising there. All right, and then bottom 5?
Bottom 5, we'll go from worst to best. Bo Nix, the worst EPA in the NFL, 32nd out of 32 teams. Slightly behind J.J. McCarthy, who's been fucking terrible. Michael Penix Jr.
Also terrible. None
other than your GOAT, Aaron Rodgers, 4th worst in the NFL. And Tua Tagovailoa and Cam Ward are just ahead of him.
Wow.
And then I should
go. Shocked Joe Flacco's not there.
I should go one more. Joe Flacco is the next one.
All right.
He's slightly edging out rookie Cam Ward.
All right.
And then further to that, CJ Stroud is one spot above Joe Flacco at 25th in the NFL at EPA.
Yeah, bad deal. Hopefully he gets it going versus Tennessee this weekend because I need it for fantasy purposes too. But speaking of the Browns offense, Zach, what is, I guess, in your opinion, the best way to fix what the problem is, right? We just
the Browns?
talked about. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Browns. What is Joe Flacco's 25th, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, not good. Not going to cut it. Is it as simple as a quarterback switch that'll help fix the Browns offense, or do you think it's more so the play calling from Stefanski that maybe needs
No, I think the play calling has been absolutely fine.
Okay.
I mean, we can shit on Tommy Reese. We can shit on Kevin Stefanski's play calling, but they're dealing with a noodle-armed old man at quarterback. Now, that's by their own accord, their own doing. You could have a young live arm back there if you wanted to. You got 2 of them. You just drafted them. They're young as shit. Like, I don't even know if they've went through puberty yet compared to Joe Flacco. But I think considering their quarterback, they've had solid game plans every week. Now, he hasn't executed them well, but I think they've found a way to run the ball in a world where their offensive line isn't very good and they literally don't throw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Quinshon Judkins had a great game last week in their win over Green Bay. They've used the running backs out of the backfield. They featured their tight ends, all the things you'd expect them to do. They haven't been able to push the ball down the field, but I don't think Joe Flacco's going to make a lot of hay out of doing that. So considering, I look at it kind of 2 separate points. One, I think they're making a grave error at quarterback. I think they should pull the plug, make the switch, period. That's one conversation. But then they don't. Joe Flacco's still the guy. So after that decision is made, I like what they're doing on offense. I think it's what they need to do to have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Doesn't make me happy. I'd rather a different quarterback with a different game plan. But with Joe Flacco, I think they're doing the right thing.
I don't even think the game plan needs to change with the new quarterback, though, because the rookie quarterback, we've talked
no
about
question.
how they're going to have to feature the running backs and the tight ends in the throw game a lot because that's what a young quarterback kind of relies on. So I think the game plan as is fine, and it'll just improve the offense overall if you just put a new guy behind center. I think it's as simple as that. I think both Gabriel and Shedeur could both be, more accurate than what we've seen from Flacco so far. And I'm just projecting off of what we saw from them in college. They were both completion percentage, monsters.
And I mean, it's very, very easy analytic to track. He has one of the lowest average depth of targets in the NFL. He doesn't throw the ball down the field. Of the lowest 10 average depth of targets in the NFL, we're talking Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray, Tyrod Taylor, Tua Tagovailoa, like a bunch, some good quarterbacks and some guys that aren't very good. He has the lowest completion percentage. Yeah. So of the group of 10 quarterbacks that don't push it down the field, he completes the least balls. Like, that's a problem. It'd be one thing if you're looking at it, you're like, oh, like J.J. McCarthy, who actually has a better completion percentage than Joe Flacco. But nonetheless, he has a pretty poor completion percentage, but at the second highest yards per attempt. So he's attempting more difficult throws than Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
I just can't.
No, it's gotta change. I think the more we sit here and realize that we're wasting away a generational defense, I hope that it becomes clear and more clear to Kevin Stefanski and company each day that Flacco's not cutting it. It's time to cut it, cut it loose and move on and go with one of the rookies. You got two of them. Try it out with one. If that one fails, you got another one. So
yeah, no doubt. It's a broken record. It'll happen eventually. We can stop calling for it, but until that happens, we'll call for it daily, I guess.
Absolutely. But Zach, I do want to get to some super chats here.
This is the second time you've done that this week.
I know. Whoops, little brain fart. Starting with, where's our guy? This damn StreamYard is so glitchy today.
God, I love our computer.
Daniel, thanks for the 8. Good day from down under. Much love to y'all. First time listener. It's midnight here and I'm about to sign off. Only wish I could take advantage of the promos.
Well, no shit, from Australia.
Yeah.
So that's an Australian $7.99.
Yeah.
What's up, Daniel? Make sure you subscribe, dude.
Absolutely.
Midnight. Fuck. Go out, get a drink, and try to get some.
Yeah, that's why he's signing off.
Right.
Oh, appreciate you, Daniel. Mike, thanks for the 5. O'Connell is why I do trust Minnesota. Best coach in the league, Skol Vikings. I mean, he's done a fantastic job since he's been there.
No, he really has, but I don't trust your quarterback play.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding against Pittsburgh, this weekend overseas. But I'm rooting for y'all. Go take down the Steelers, man.
Hey, nobody wants the Steelers to lose more than me.
Yeah, that's facts. Coach Zach, thanks for the 10. That profile picture cracks me up. The Titans just traded a starting corner 1 year into his career that they drafted in the 6th round and the 7th for a 6th. What the fuck is happening? Must have intimidated Miss Amy.
Yeah, he's just too good of a player. She didn't want to be around him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a strange trade.
Why not? What do you mean? They found a diamond in the rough in the 6th round. He's a starting corner on the cheap. Like, not paying him a lot of money, might as well trade that guy
for 6th round. It's like I'm sure you've seen the meme. It's from a Family Guy episode where it's like, you could have this boat or whatever in the mystery box.
Right.
And it's like Peter's like, well, what's in the mystery box, and Peter's or Lois like, you should just take the boat. He goes, no, but anything could be in the mystery box, even a boat. It's like, fucking had a 6th round starting corner. Let's trade for another 6th round. Maybe we can get a starting corner.
Yeah, maybe with our new 6th round pick, we can find a starter like we did last time and traded him away. That was so smart.
Genius from the Titans. Well, honestly, maybe the fact that you traded him will mean CJ Stroud will start to heat up this weekend against your secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I am rooting for that, Coach Zach. Nothing against you or the Titans, but I have CJ Stroud in 2 fantasy leagues, and I need him to fucking step it up. So, but Zach, that's all we've got super chat wise. Get us on out of here.
We appreciate you, Pound Town. We'll be back tomorrow for our final show and to recap the Thursday night football game. Like the video before you get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you hanging out with us. Menace out.